use parts of speech means the words that we use to make a sentence. So there are few parts or few items in parts of speech. They are nouns, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, exclamations, etc. Okay, first one, nouns. Nouns are naming words. They are words that give us names for all the things that we come into contact with our lives. Rather, nouns කියලා කියන්නේ නම් so anything with a physical or non-physical existence, we can see or can't see or whatsoever, a concept even that we can't see, if it is a thing, then it is a noun. Common nouns තියෙනවා පුතේ, proper nouns, collective nouns, abstract nouns, like that nouns වර්ග තියෙනවා. අපි last එක discuss කරා. So the next one, I'll go to the next one, then meanwhile I'll explain it too. Common nouns පොදු නාම, proper nouns විශේෂ නාම, and collective nouns means සමූහයක් ගැන තියෙන පදයක්. It has a meaning of collection, like that. And abstract nouns are ideas, concepts like that we can't see but that actually exists, right? Anyway, plural and collective nouns. Next one, there are few ways of making plurals. Plural හදන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රම තියෙනවා පුතේ. The following video looks at the ways of making nouns plural. As you have seen, there are a number of different ways to make plural nouns. Collective nouns are used when referring to a group of animals, people or things. When we say a herd of cattle, the collective noun is herd. Using the collective nouns can be another way of making it plural. Some examples of collective nouns are committee, class, fleet, flock, litter. පුතේ noun එක plural කරන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රම ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. එකක් අපි සාමාන්‍ය සරල විදිහට dog dogs වීම plural වීම. එතකොට class කියන එක plural ද singular ද? ඒ collective noun එක plural ද singular ද? ඒක depending on the usage එක වෙන්න පුළුවන්. example එකක් පුතේ මෙහෙම ගත්තොත් collection එකක් විදිහට සලකනකොට collective noun එකක් singular, individual අනේ point එක ඔලුවට දාගන්න. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි ගත්තොත් boys වෙද්දී කෙලිම plural වුණා. s ආපු නිසා s es දානවා. අර මැද්ද වෙනස් කරන්නේ man men වෙනකොට අග වචන වෙනස් කරන අවස්ථා තියෙනවා. උදාහරණයක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්න bacteria වෙනවා bacterium කියන singular එක plural වුණාම bacteria වෙනවා. bacterium bacteria වෙනවා. ඒ වගේ තියෙන පුතේ වෙන්න පුළුවන් වෙනස්කම්. හරි, එතකොට ඒවා plural බව පැහැදිලිව දන්නවා. නමුත් අපි ගත්තොත් collective noun එක. For example, band එකක්. The band of musicians. මේක singular ද plural ද? ඒක depending on the situation. ඒක depend වෙනවා. එතකොට cricket team. එතන team of players. Singular ද plural ද? Depending on the usage and situation. On example එකක් collection එකක්. මෙහෙම ගත්තොත් එම a band is coming to perform for a party. A band is performing for our party. නැත්නම් band is coming to perform for our party. එතන band එකක් එනවා කියලා කියන්නේ මුළු band එකම එනවා කියන අදහස. ඒ කියන්නේ collection එකක් විදියට. එතකොට a band is coming. A band of musicians is coming. මොකද ඔක්කොම එකට එන නිසා මේ purpose එකට එක collection එකක්. හැබැයි මෙහෙම කිව්වොත් the band of musicians are tuning their instruments. දැන් band එකේ කට්ටිය instrument tune කරනකොට ඔක්කොම එකට tune කරගන්නේ නැහැ නේ පුතේ. තමන්ගේ ඒවා පුද්ගලිකව tune කරනවා වෙනම තමන්ගේ instruments ටික. හරි? එවැනි අවස්ථාවක in a situation like that we consider them as individual parties and members. Each members are considered separately. දැන් මම කිව්ව උදාහරණය ආයි කියන්නම්. A band of musicians are tuning their instruments. දැන් tune කරනකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ instruments ඒගොල්ලෝ එක separate කරන දේ නිසා එතන plural. හරි? එතකොට the team of players are warming up their bodies. පුතේ එක එකනා වෙන වෙනනේ මුළු bodies ටිකම warm up කරන්නේ. මුළු ඔක්කොම එකට body warm up කරන ක්‍රමයක් නැහැනේ. එතකොට ඒක separate. එතකොට යා plural. මොකද අපි වෙන වෙනම සමාජිකයන් සලකන නිසා. Just because we consider them as individual parties and different way we consider. Okay, anyway, let's see this one then. A herd of cattle. I think you can see it now. Next one. Right, verbs. Verbs express action of being and name actions. So the verb in the following example is the word play. It expresses action. I play cricket every day. Verbs can be changed like nouns, and the form they take is determined by who is doing the action and when the action occurred. දැන් මම ඉතාම සිම්පල් සරලම දෙයක් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරන්නම්. verb එකකටත් s දාන්න පුළුවන්, noun එකකටත් s දාන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි වෙන්නේ different function එකක්, different මේ අපිට result එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. noun එකට s දැම්මම එයා plural වෙනවා. verb එකට s දැම්මම එයා singular වෙනවා. So remember that in your memory, or you can have a note even. When an s is added to a noun, it becomes a plural, while when an s is added to a verb, it becomes singular. noun එකට s ආවොත් එයා plural වෙනවා. verb එකට s ආවොත් එයා singular වෙනවා. Then you can have that note if you want. You can write it somewhere, okay? It's like this. Then noun plus s equals plural, verb plus s equals singular. noun එකට plus කරන්න s කියලා දාන්න, noun plus s කියලා ලියා ගන්න, සමානයි දාන්න plural, verb plus s සමානයි singular. If you want, you can have that note. Okay, the following example shows how the form of a verb may change depending on who is doing the action. Action එක කරන එක කෙනා අනුව ඔක්කොම වෙනස් වෙනවා. I play cricket every Saturday. You play cricket every Saturday. She plays cricket every Saturday. He plays cricket every Saturday. We play cricket every Saturday. They play cricket every Saturday. I, we, you, they, he, she වෙනකොට වෙනස් වෙනවා බලන්න හැම එකම. I එක්ක සහ ඒක නීතිය තමයි simple present ඒවත් present simple වල සරල වර්තමාන කාලයේ විතරක් මේ දේ වෙනවා. හරි? simple present ඒවත් present simple වල I සහ plural සමග ක්‍රියාපදයට s නොයේදී we don't add anything, but singular සමග verb එකට s යදී. I සහ plural සමග ක්‍රියාපදයට කිසිවක් නොයේදී nothing is added, but an s is added with the singular nouns to the verb. noun එක singular වෙනකොට verb එකට s එනවා. මේක බැලුවොත් ඔයගලන්ට පේන්නේ I එක තියෙන play, I සහ plural එක මොකුත් නැති නිසා you එකත් play, හැබැයි he she වෙච්ච ගමන් plays s ආවා. he එකත් plays, we එක I පාරක් play විතරයි, they එක play විතරයි, plural එක play විතරයි, singular එක s එනවා. There is a theory, right? Verbs උත් තියෙනවා අපිට different kinds of verbs. be verbs, modal verbs, auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliaries, main verbs or lexicals maybe. හරි? එතකොට මේ වගේ verbs උත් වර්ග තියෙනවා. While some verbs show action, ඔය main verbs වගේ අපි හඳුන්වා ගන්න verbs වලින් action එකක්, උදාහරණයක් go, run වගේ වම් පේනවා. හැබැයි action එකක් ඒකෙන් පෙවුනට action එකක් පෙන්වන්න නැති ඒවා තියෙනවා. උදාහරණයක් මාලා is, my brother is කියවම is එකෙන් action එකක් පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ. Example of verbs showing being or appearance are be, become, seem, were and appear. Examples include my brother is very fat. ඔතන is දැක්කම ක්‍රියාවක් අපිට මතක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එතන ක්‍රියාවක් නැහැ පුතේ. There is no action. We were happy yesterday කියවම action එකක් නැහැ. ක්‍රියාවක් නැහැ. Okay. You appear to be upset. action එකක් නැහැ පුතේ. ඒක ක්‍රියාවක් නැහැ. They seem ඔවුන් පෙනී යනවා. They seem sad. ඔවුන් දුකින් ඉන්න බව පෙනී යනවා. No action. එතන seem කියන එක තියෙනවා යම් ප්‍රමාණයක්. නමුත් ඒකෙන් එච්චරම denote වීමක් නැහැ. Okay, next one. Verbs. More about verbs then. Tense is about time. Tense කියන්නේ time පුතේ. Tense කියන වචනේ හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ ලතින් භාෂාවේ, ලතින් language එකේ තියෙන, ඒ කියන්නේ ලතින් වල tempus කියන පදයෙන් තමයි. Tempus. Tempus කියන්නේ time. එහෙනම් tempus වලින් නම් tense හැදුනේ. Tempus කියන්නේ time නම් tense කියන්නේ time. The past අතීත, the present වර්තමාන, future අනාගත. These are the ones. මේව තමයි කාලයන් ටික. Okay? Right. There are 7 tenses in English language and these are හතක් තියෙනවලු. ඒතර ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලයි හතර වඩා අපි ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. ඔව්. බේසික් ටික තියෙනවා. බේසික් ටික එකතු වෙලා හැදෙනවා ටිකක් වෙනම තියෙනවා. බේසිකලි මෙන්න මේ ටෙන්සස් කියලා තියෙනවා වර්ග ටිකක්. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ ටික එකතු වෙලා කීපයක් හැදෙනවා. present, present perfect, present continuous, future, future perfect, past, past perfect. දැන් මේවා කම්බයින් වෙලා හැදෙනවා තියෙනවා. present perfect continuous උදාහරණයක්. හරි ඒ කියන්නේ present continuous සහ present perfect එකතු වුණාම තියෙනවා present perfect continuous. past perfect continuous තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ past perfect උයි past continuous උයි එකතු වුණාම future perfect continuous තියෙනවා. ඒවා එකතු වෙලා හැදෙනවා. combine වෙලා හැදෙනවා වෙනස් දෙකක්. Okay? Right. We can talk about it later. ඒක අපි විශ්ස කතා කරමු. Read the following sentences and identify their tense. The answer can be found in the video on the next page. Okay? Let's see it that once we have come to the next page. But here, write the tense in front of this. If you as you have the tut. If you don't have the tut, please write somewhere. Write the sentence and write the tense that you understand of the sentence given here quickly. First one, he walks on the beach. Simple present or present simple. Simple present. He walked on the beach. Simple past. The past simple. And he has walked on the beach. Present perfect, simple or present perfect. He had walked, past perfect. He will walk, simple future or future simple. He will have walked, future perfect, simple. He is walking, present continuous. Okay, let's see this one then. Here is an action happening now, but it is wrong. No, we call this present tense means not happening now. Actually, he walks on the beach means when the action was completed in the past. He walked. That means it is completed. It was completed in past, so it is past tense. In the past, it has continued. Watch, yeah, and is finished too. This he has walked. Okay, let's see.
What fruit do you eat at classbites.com? Auxiliary verbs include do, be, and have. Main verbs eat. What fruit do you eat? Drink. It is good to drink a lot of water. Talk. We talk a lot. Send. Send me a letter. Clean. I clean my flat every weekend. Watch. Do you want to watch TV? Listen. She listens to music every day. Read. She often reads books. Hear. Can you hear me? Speak. Can Can I speak to John? Right. I like to write letters. Call. I must call my wife. See? He can see a bird. Give. Every year they give her a present for her birthday. Pay. To pay the bill. Go. Go straight ahead. Fly. Birds can fly for miles. Take a picture. Could you take a picture of us? Sleep. I need to sleep a lot. Now, you speak. What fruit do you eat? I clean my flat every weekend. It is good to drink a lot of water. Do you want to watch TV? We talk a lot. Send me a letter. She listens to music every day. She often reads books. Can you hear me? Can I speak to John? I like to write letters. I must call my wife. He can see a bird. Every year they give her a present for her birthday. To pay the bill. Go straight ahead. Birds can fly for miles. Could you take a picture of us? I need to sleep a lot. Thanks for watching.
Now what you saw is simple present or present simple. Okay, let's see the next one. That is adjectives. Okay, these adjectives. Adjectives are words that tell us something about the quality of nouns or words that stand in for nouns. Okay, no? So pronouns, they modify other words and tell us more about them. Adjective එකකින් කරන්න පුතේ නම් noun එකක් හෝ pronoun එකක් modify කිරීම. ඒකේ අර්ථය වෙනස් කිරීම. අර්ථයට තවත් අර්ථ එකතු කිරීම හෝ ඒ වගේ something like qualifying එක දන්නවනේ. ඒක qualifying means you know what? Like adjectives modify nouns, you know, nice boss. Boss is the noun. Boss තමයි noun එක. Nice තමයි adjective එක. ඒතර nice boss කොම adjective එකයි noun එකයි. Good friend. Friend තමයි noun එක. Good තමයි adjective එක. Dinner තමයි noun එක. Lovely තමයි adjective එක. මේ තමයි nouns modify වෙන අවස්ථාව. මෙන්න තියෙනවා pronouns. He was funny. She is charming. මේක පුතේ හරි බේසික් විදිහට තියෙනවා. මේ නෝට් එක හරි බේසික්. හරි ලේසි. මම ඕක උගන්වන්නේ ඔහොම නෙමෙයි. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා කොහොමද කියලා. මතක නම් මම මොකද කියන්නේ pre modifying සහ post modifying. pre modify කිරීමේදී වෙන්නේ මොකද්ද අපිට noun එකට පෙරේ දෙනවා. post modification එකදී වෙන්නේ කොහොමද noun එකට පස්සේ දෙනවා. ඒ post modify කරන ක්‍රමත් ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. ඒව එකක් තමයි මේ ක්‍රමය. හරි. anyway මම ටිකක් advance note දෙන්නේ පුතේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ටිකක් ඉස්සරහට ගන්න ටික වැඩිපුර knowledge එක හදන්න. නමුත් මෙතන තියෙන ලේසි ඒවා. ඒක මම කියන්නේ මගේ O level grammar එක පාඩම් කරපු කෙනෙක්ට university එක first year second year shape කරගන්න මම හදලා තියෙනවා කියලා. No matter. හරි. Watch the following animation developer. Let's see. Okay. It explores different styles of Kylie Monique throughout her singing career. I don't know who she is or anything like that. I'm very sorry, but let's see. Okay. Let's watch. Hope it is beautiful. I mean, not she, but it is. I mean, don't misunderstand. These are called adjective forms or forms of adjectives. Adjective can come in three forms. They are positive, comparative, and superlative or superlative. They not only tell us qualities of nouns, but they also allow us to compare the qualities of nouns. Compare means සංසන්දනය කරන්න. Quality කියනවා boy, good boy. Girl, bad girl, like that. I don't know. For one I said it's also good girl. Maybe. හරි. එතකොට සංසන්දනයේදී better, worse සංසන්දනය කරන්න පුළුවන්. Superlative එක හරහා අපිට එක තියෙන supreme level එක best, worst කියන්න පුළුවන්. The positive form simply states the quality. Positive එකෙන් සාමාන්‍ය කියන්නේ positive කියන basic form එකෙන් මුලින්ම basic quality කියනවා. Comparative එකෙන් two things compare වෙනවා. ඒකට නම් මේක හොඳයි හෝ නරකයි කියලා compare. Superlative දෙකකට වඩා 3 or more than 3 තුනක් හෝ තුනට වඩා තියෙන අවස්ථාවක ඒව අතරින් best එක හොඳම එක compare වෙනවා. Good serve better than best. Here you see good means හොඳයි, better වඩා හොඳයි, best වඩාත්ම හොඳයි. මේ better වලදී than පාවිච්චි කිරීම ගොඩක් වෙලාට තියෙනවා. comparative වලදී than පාවිච්චි කිරීම ගොඩක් වෙලාට තියෙනවා. superlative වලදී the පාවිච්චි කිරීම better than the best. the best අනිවාර්යයි. the භාවිතා කිරීම අනිවාර්යයි. than එක most probably දානවා බොහෝ වෙලාවට. tall, taller, tallest, small, smaller, smallest. එතකොට tallest එකට the අනිවාර්යෙන් the tallest වෙන්න ඕනි. small එකට the smallest වෙන්න ඕනි. taller than, smaller than possible. It's not compulsory, but sometimes it is there. Most probably I can say. Next one. Let's see.
Loud. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, you speak. the answers. Small, big, far, near, beautiful, heavy. Hello, it's cold in my room. Can I have another blanket, please? Certainly. Could I have some hot tea as well? Sure, someone will bring it up shortly. Dialogue 2. Tourist. My bag's big. Can you carry them, please? Yes, sir. Later on. It's very beautiful and quiet here. I want to take a picture. Excuse me, young man. How far into the castle? It's very near. Just 5 minutes walk. Ah, brilliant. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Now, you speak. Dialogue 1. At home. Hello, reception. It's cold in my room. Could I have another blanket, please? Certainly. Could I also have some hot tea as well? Sure, someone will bring it up shortly. My bags are big and heavy. Can you carry them, please? Yes, sir. Later on. It's very beautiful and quiet here. As far as into the castle. It's very near. Just 5 minutes walk. Ah, brilliant. Thank you very much. You're welcome. With regular adjectives, we can make a superlative with most plus the adjective, or the adjective plus est. So it is the most adjective. It is the adjective plus est. For example, A is the fastest, or B is the most beautiful. Small, smaller, the smallest. The smallest is the superlative. Tall, taller, the tallest. The tallest is also the superlative. Short, shorter, the shortest. Slow, slower, the slowest. Light, lighter, the lightest. Heavy, heavier, the heaviest. Here is the rule. If an adjective ends Y, we change it to an I and add est. Heavy, heaviest. Noisy, noisiest. Happy, happiest. Tidy, tidiest. Thin, thinner, the thinnest. Loud, louder, the loudest. When do we use adjective with est or most plus the adjective? If there's one syllable, like big, small, loud, or short, we use est. 2 syllables, noisy, heavy, dirty, simple, or happy. We can use either est or most with the adjective. With 3 syllables, intelligent, difficult, we always use most plus the adjective. Irregular adjectives. Far, further, father, the farthest, the furthest. Here are the answers. The smallest, the heaviest, the loudest, the thinnest, the farthest, the furthest, the slowest, the lightest. Thanks for watching this Classmates lesson.
Then what are adverbs? Adverbs modify verbs and usually end in ly. Adverbs modify verbs and they usually end in ly. Not always, but usually. They also modify other adverbs and adjectives. It is important to note that while most adverbs end in ly, there are exceptions. Adverbs answer certain questions such as how often, where, when. They also show time, place and manner. Time එක, place එක, manner එකක් පෙන්නනවා. When adverbs are used correctly, they add meanings to other words. Okay, let's see this animation and see. The word preposition is derived from Latin word praepositio, that means put in before. Preposition means preposition, pereyadina. A preposition is a word used to show the relationship with nouns. නාමපද සමග සම්බන්ධය. Pronouns or other words in a sentence. Sentence එක තියෙන noun එකක් අනිත් වචනත් එක්ක නැත්නම් pronoun එකක් අනිත් වචනත් එක්ක තියෙන සම්බන්ධය පෙන්වීම තමයි කෙනෙක් අතර තියෙන සම්බන්ධය හදනවා වෙන්න පුළුවන් මේකෙන් කරන්නේ. A preposition can tell time. එකෙන් time එක කියන්න පුළුවන්. Like we will meet around midday. Around time එක කියනවා. A preposition can tell position. ස්ථානය කියන්න පුළුවන්. Example like I stayed at home today. At අද වෙලාව කියන එක. A preposition can tell means by plane ආකාරය මොන ආකාරයෙන්ද කරන්නේ. Common prepositions about, above, across, along, among, around, as, at, before, behind, below, beneath, between, by, concerning, despite, during, for, from, into, like, of, outside, past, regarding, since, till, to, under, until, with. You must have this in your notes, so you can read this, and I have given the meanings to us, then you can read easily. Okay. Example without pronouns. Here without a pronoun, like to the party, with John, okay, like that. Yeah. Next one with pronouns. You can see here. With a friend. To is also pronoun. Not a pronoun, but a preposition. Something like that, you know. Okay, you can see here. Here are pronouns. Yeah, these are not about pronouns. Pronouns